In the 1930s, Japan embarked on an ambitious project, the construction of the largest battleship the world had ever seen. Named Yamato, this colossal vessel was designed to be the ultimate symbol of Japanese naval power. Built in secrecy at the Kikuo naval arsenal, Yamato showcased Japan's engineering prowess. The ship's designers, Yuzuru Hiraga and Kikuo Fujimoto, meticulously finalized a blueprint that would make Yamato nearly invincible in naval combat. The construction of Yamato began in 1937 during a time of geopolitical tension. When it was launched in 1940, Yamato stood as a behemoth of steel, embodying the might and determination of the Imperial Japanese Navy. With a displacement of 72,800 tons when fully loaded, it was a marvel of maritime engineering. However, by the time Yamato was ready for combat, aircraft carriers had become the dominant force on the seas. As World War II progressed, the strategic landscape shifted dramatically. In early 1945, Japan found itself on the defensive, with Allied forces closing in on its home islands. The Battle of Okinawa became a pivotal conflict, and the Imperial Japanese Navy devised a desperate plan known as Operation Tengo. Yamato was to embark on a one-way mission to Okinawa, beach itself, and serve as an unsinkable gun platform to support Japanese ground forces. With fuel reserves dwindling, it was a mission from which the crew was not expected to return. Vice Admiral Seiichi Ito, the fleet commander, was well aware of the grim reality. Yamato departed from the inland sea on April 6, 1945, escorted by a small force of destroyers and cruisers. The Japanese hoped that the element of surprise and Yamato's formidable defenses would allow it to reach its destination. The American response to Yamato's mission was swift and overwhelming. On April 7, 1945, as the Japanese task force approached Okinawa, they were intercepted by waves of U.S. Navy aircraft. 400 American bombers and torpedo planes descended upon the Japanese fleet. Despite Yamato's defenses, the sheer number of attacking aircraft made it impossible to fend off the assault. The ship's thick armor was tested as bombs and torpedoes struck from all directions. The relentless attacks left little room for recovery, and the mighty battleship began to list heavily to port. The final moments of the Yamato were marked by chaos and devastation. As the ship took on more water, its list became more pronounced. The crew struggled to contain the damage, but the situation was beyond salvage. Torpedoes and bombs continued to rain down, causing catastrophic internal explosions. The once proud battleship was now a floating inferno. Vice Admiral Seiichi Ito and his officers knew that their mission had failed. At approximately 2:23 p.m., the Yamato capsized and began to sink stern first. The sea swallowed the battleship, taking with it the lives of over 3,000 sailors, including Vice Admiral Ito. Only 276 crew members survived, rescued by Japanese destroyers. The legacy of the Yamato extends far beyond its final voyage. As one of the most iconic warships in history, the Yamato has captured the imagination of many. Its story is a reminder of the rapid evolution of naval warfare during World War II. The Yamato's construction represented the pinnacle of battleship technology. However, its fate highlighted the dominance of air power and aircraft carriers. The sinking of the Yamato showed the vulnerabilities of even the most heavily armed ships. The story of the Yamato inspired books, films, and documentaries. The Yamato remains a symbol of technological achievement and the human cost of war.